Yeah, just to review, as we're coming back, it's this these principles and processes are constantly reorganizing themselves in my mind. But what I'm what it's showing is that relaxing is always important. So sung, right? The concept of sung, to relax, is always important. Letting go, that goes with letting go, and breathing. The breath is very important. The the last part is the physical. So in the Qigong, right, they say it's intent. So to study Qigong, the basic process of Qigong is it begins with the E, or the intent, which is just spelled with the I, the E. So they say that you begin with the E, the Qi follows the E, and the blood follows the Qi. So the physical is the last part. And then I talk about wherever you think about in your body, you want to get to a point where you're physically conscious of that part of your body. So if you think of the center of your palm, or you think of your palm, you just want to physically be very aware of that part. Okay? So that's daily homework for you. To call it homework, but that's daily practice where you just practice. Oh, think about a part of your body, and can you become physically conscious of that? And then slowly you start thinking inside your body. So, for example, the spine, right? You think of the spine, and you think of the muscles on the side of the spine, and imagine pulling the spine one way, and see if you can feel your body wanting to turn. And then you have to learn to relax, and then let your body turn and follow. Okay? So first is just that consciousness, listening to yourself. So in the I'm just going to demonstrate to of where I am in this thought process, but it's coming down to when when we start a standing form, and even a sitting form, it's there, but the standing form, you can just see it more, right? Where we gather up, but basically, I need to take a breath first. I need to breathe in, use the ha sound, the yawn to open up the throat, and then let it go. So I'll go down, and then I'll come up and expand and gather way up, I think way up in the universe, the sun, whatever it is, and then pour it down through my body. Let everything go, relax, and at a certain point, feel the whole body connect, right? Like I'm resting my hand on the tabletop to help me to rise. And you can easily feel that if you put your hands, right? If you squat down a little bit and you start to rise as gently as possible, but then you rest your hands on something, and as soon as you put a little bit of force down to connect, you can feel the whole body activate. You can feel all the muscles activate, and that's the feeling you're looking for. And you decide, it could be up here. You might never let it 100% go, even though you're coming down. You might hold that whole feeling where every muscle, every tissue of your body is aware, and you have that feeling. So as I was teaching on Tuesday, I'm talking about this process, and I'm building this process in, and I want you to build it in, because that's the Qigong, right? And I think a lot of people do it without recognizing it or acknowledging it or teaching it. But because we are all about health in the medical Qigong, I want that process where the first thing we do, and actually there's another step before that when I think about it, but the first thing we do is you have to breathe in and then let it go, right? And then you can start. So if you think about a newborn baby, right, what do they do? Right? When the baby comes out of the womb, the baby is breathing through the umbilical cord, right, and it has fluid in its mouth. It doesn't know how to breathe in from the mouth, right? If it breathed in from the mouth, right, all that fluid would go in the lungs. So it doesn't have to breathe in from the mouth. It gets all the oxygen. Right? But when the baby comes out, the first thing that has to happen has to clear the passageways, and then the baby has to open the mouth. So when life begins outside of the womb, the first thing you have to do is take a breath in, right? And that's what we're doing. So if you think of the newborn baby, I'm hoping that will help you to remember this process, and it'll make so much sense because that's the way our world works. So the first thing the baby does is, right, gasp for air, activate the lungs, expand the lungs, and then it can exhale, let everything go, and then it can start the breathing cycle and cleaning out, right? So you can use the feeling of the baby, the analogy of the newborn baby, but that also explains what we're doing. It just makes so much sense, right? That the first lesson is breathe, and the first thing you need breathing is inhale. So the first thing is you have to inhale, and then you can exhale, right? So then the second lesson is letting go. So first lesson is breathe. Second lesson is letting go. So relax, sung, all of those things. Yeah? And then you start to feel after that and connect everything. Okay? So the first thing we need to do is inhale, use that ha sound, and then let it go. Ha. Just really let it go. Oh, okay. Thank you, Susie. Yeah, so just let it go. Okay? So number one is breathing, and the first step is inhale. And you think of the baby, the first step is has to inhale. Right? The baby comes out, it's got the umbilical cord, right? Doesn't need to breathe out of its mouth yet. But what do we do, right? We pinch off the umbilical cord, we cut it off, and then the baby has to scream. We're teaching the baby, you gotta scream, what are you doing? You just took away my air supply. So it gasps, right? We want the baby to gasp and activate those lungs. And those of you who've had babies or had to babysit know that newborns, right? Sometimes they stop breathing, right? They forget to breathe. So you have to blow in their face and remind them, hey, you have to breathe out of here. It's the same thing with us, right? We forget to breathe. And we're always saying, stop, take a breath. So in that process, that's the process of calming down, removing as much blockage as possible so that we can think about what we're doing, we can listen to ourselves, right? And then hopefully we can make better decisions and let it go. Right? And a lot of it is our own prejudices and preconceptions and ego. Yeah, and immediately reacting to whatever that situation that's presented to us, and we just blurt it out. So before we blurt it out and react, right? And then take a cycle, right? Flush all that out. Think, remove all those blockages and do it as many times as you need to calm down, right? And then when you're calmer and you can think about it as much time as your situation allows, and hopefully we can make a better decision, right? We don't overreact. We don't say the wrong things in a situation. So everything we do has meaning. And I want you to understand that whether we're doing seated or whether we're doing standing, that just this part here has so much meaning in it that you want to take time to study. It's not just a warm-up. Okay? It's not just moving, but it in itself, that opening is a practice. Okay? And then in there, I go in and out of talking about Wuji. Wuji is nothing. So Wuji is really part of letting go, calming down, relaxing Sung, right? Emptying out the mind, the process. So in the formal Taichi lessons, the standing lessons, and it would be the same in the seated, we're supposed to start with Wuji. So nothingness. Then from Wuji, then the form starts, right? And the analogy for that is that's the creation. That's a creation. It's a creation story, right? From nothing comes something, and then everything, and then you slowly build and build. So Wuji is nothing. But remember that the first in is breathe. And the first step to breathing is you have to inhale. Open the throat and then relax and let it go and take your time. And use the ha. And remember, things like using the ha, it's not using the ha that's important, it's what it does. The ha and the yawn. Open the throat, relax the throat, expand the lower belly. Right? That's part of the mechanism. That's what we want to happen. So as you start to understand and start to do the process, the mechanics, then you understand why the ha works. But then you don't have to open the mouth all the time. You can just do it silently, right? And it becomes more and more subtle. Okay, so yeah, that's try to remember that. It's Sung is so important. Mechanically, the hips. I'm never going to stop talking about the qua and the hips, but it starts with the breath and letting go, no matter what you do, and that you can transfer to everything. Right, everything in life doesn't have to be physical movement. Right, so intent, feeling, listening, breathe, yeah, and then refine it from there. Okay, so extend the legs. Okay, and then the other thing I've been building in is pushing the knees back right from the beginning, right, and stretching the back of the knees, and then gently letting it go. And as I do the standing form, I build that in right from the beginning. I add that little extra of pushing the knees back, gently stretching the back. When we're working full time, we're constantly flexing the legs, but as we go into our retirement modes, right, we just sit for longer and longer periods. So build that into that initial warm up. I sit nice and straight. Listen to your throat. Open your mouth. Make it nice and round. Open your throat and breathe in. And ha. Let everything go. One more time. Just take your time. Study that feeling of the throat opening, of the lower belly moving, of the upper body relaxing, the top of the head slowly being pulled and suspended from above while the chin drops down a little bit. And when we drop the chin down, we're trying to straighten out the top of our spine, the neck, so it aligns better. Make sure the arms are dropped down and we're not holding them up. Tip of the tongue on the roof of the mouth. Just gently close your eyes and listen to your body. Slowly expanding so the spine is straight, the shoulders are down. Let go of the hip joints so the legs can fall into the earth. Pull the top of the head up and gently open the palms so you can just feel the fingers opening and just stretching a little bit. And keep reminding yourself to breathe from the lower belly, sinking the chi, sinking the air down below your Tan Tian, or into your Tan Tian, below your belly button, relaxing the upper body. Feel the muscles around your face. Allow them to relax and fall. Feel them physically falling. Create a facial expression of no expression. And just let those muscles go. You don't need to smile for anyone. Don't need to frown. Just have that feeling of no expression. Slowly open your eyes. Imagine you staring way out at the mountaintop or at the horizon. Take a nice deep breath in and let it go. And then start to gather. Breathing in, the hands come up. The arms might feel heavy when you do this because they're relaxed and the weight is just falling to the ground. Let all the joints go. Feel that energy flushing down your body into the earth. Coming out of your feet, flowing into the earth. 1 foot, 3 feet, 6 feet into the earth, just flowing continuously down into the earth. And slowly walk your feet back so they're just touching the earth. And you have to push them down a little bit for the toes to reach. Breathe in from the earth up through the bottom of the feet. Relax the bottom of the feet. Come up to the spines and the rib cage, the neck over the top of your head, down the front of the body. A large microcosmic circle. You can do the whole body, or you can just do the upper trunk. Just moving that chi, opening the top of your head so the top of your head connects way up in the sky. And so the top of the head connects with heaven. The bottom of the feet flow into the earth, connects with earth. And the chi can flow up from the earth, through your body, up through your body, up into the sky, and back down again. Focus the chi in your bones and imagine it's moving through every bone of your body, stimulating the bone marrow. Imagine you can see the blood flowing inside of the bones, creating new blood cells, new bone cells. Imagine you can feel that process going on while the chi flushes between the bones, through the nerves, through the blood system, through the organs, through all the flows, all the energetic flows in the body. Press up, arch back a little, and then come down, exhaling. One more time. So come up, turn your palms up and press. They'll call these moves like supporting heaven or pillars, and then come down. And they'll help us to open up the lungs and the rib cage. And stretch and open up the back a little bit, and the psoas muscle, if we're standing, would help to open up the psoas muscle to help relieve that back pain. Come up from the side, look over the palms. Extend your fingers, extend your vision far away. Exhale. Feel like something's pulling the fingers out to the horizon. Breathing in and out, flushing, gathering. Feel the arms extending, stretching, opening the joints. So sung your movements while you're expanding, relax. Let go of the joints so you can expand more. Let the body move, let the body turn. Don't lock the body into one position, just let it move. Scooping down, filling up the whole body. You're saturating the whole body, and take a deep, deep breath. Then squeeze everything out of your body, all the muscle tissues out of the whole body. Taking your time, letting everything rush back in. And focus in the bones. You're going to charge up the bones. Deep breath. And then exhale. Slowly letting go. And focus on the joints, the ligaments and tendons. Twisting, wrapping, coiling. Every part of your body. From the head down to your toes. And then slowly let it go. Feel all the tension release from the joints. Then everything relax. Feel the toes reaching, expanding into the earth. The head supported and being lifted from the sky. Relaxing the center of your body so you can expand in both directions. Check that your throat is open using the ha syllables, the yawn. Imagine that sun above your head feeding that energy down into your heart. Feeding that energy into that small little sun in your chest, warm and cool. Sending energy to your whole body wherever it needs. Relax all your facial muscles and smile from the heart, that feeling of smiling. Slowly expand your palms. Turn it to the front, relax the joints. Take one breath in and look straight ahead. Let it all out. Breathe normally. And then begin to warm up when you're ready. Lifting your palms while breathing in. Just take your time. Don't rush the movement. Take a break if you need to. Take an extra breath if you need to. Move faster or slower than what I do if that's the feeling you have. Feel the fingertips expanding, stretching, reaching, pulling the body. Feel the body centering. Think of the shoulder blades as you press and feel the whole body get full and then down. Drop the head to open the neck. Okay, first two warm-ups are targeting the neck. Exhale. As soon as you feel the body get full, you press a little bit more, but that's all you need. You don't have to extend your palms all the way out past your knees. Just lift the sternum, feel the body get full, come down. Number two, one hand up, one hand down. Something pulling the fingertips out, and then allowing it to relax a little bit so it can fold. Breathe in, look at the fingertips first. Use the ha. Extend and stretch the fingertips. Look at the fingertips. Drop the other hand. Just let it fall by the side. Just let it go. And then train yourself to look at one finger. Maybe second line, second finger, eye level. Exhale. Feel the fingertips being pulled and stretched. Feel the warmth of the palm washing through the forearm. And then train yourself to look beyond the palm, staring out at the horizon or the mountaintop. Each time you turn a little bit more. Come back to center. Center of the palms, height of the throat. Think of your throat open, relaxed. Think of your voice open and relaxed. No restrictions. Do one more, open and close at your throat. There's no restrictions in your voice. That means no restrictions in expressing yourself. Whether it's quiet, verbal, physical, or through artwork. Lift the sternum as you close the movement. Let everything go. Feel all the tension running out of your body, running down your shoulders, your arms, your fingertips. Think about your shoulder joints and fold your arms and squeeze the scapula together. The next two movements are to warm up the shoulders. Turn the palms. Really just manipulate the scapula. Just manipulate the inside lower corner of each scapula. Everything else just follows. Pull it all the way down, then squeeze it together, then pull it up and over, and turn the palms to help rotate the shoulder joint. All the way down and forward, and then back. So at least 3 times each. Oh, if you want, you can turn on the, your closed caption. I think Susie enabled the closed caption before she left. It's always fun to see what words actually come out in the closed caption. Okay, relax when you're done and do one side. You do one side, you get a huge range of motions. You just have to let the body turn, let the waist and spine turn, let the neck and the head turn, following just that one spot of your shoulder blade, inside lower corner of the shoulder blade. All the way down and then forward. Pull that shoulder blade forward and then turn and squeeze it into the spine. The other arm is relaxed, but the palm is open, the fingers are extended. You finish the movement, relax, and then move to the other shoulder blade. Make sure the legs are extended past the knees so you can expand them and create that little stretch. Create that little stretch in your muscles during that whole time. Create that little stretch to help the muscles relieve any tension. Come forward after 3 times, front to back. As you do the movement, feel which muscles are being stretched and squeezed. All the way down, finish the movement, and then one time, two shoulders, back to front, and then front to back. All the way down. Slowly relax and let go. Okay, loose circles. Just to shake out those muscles. Big, huge stretch, so just shake them out for a little bit, and then slowly slow down the movement, and then do the second warm up for the shoulders. Make your shoulders as light as possible. Just feel like you're moving a bubble around with your palms, just holding this soap bubble. It can even be that paper ball. And then even though slow, you just have just enough momentum to keep it from running away out of your arms. Breathing in as you come up, and then exhaling, letting everything go, and rotating the palms throughout the whole movement. They're constantly rotating. And then slowly think of your spine and start pulling your spine in each direction. So as you breathe in, pull the spine one way. As you exhale, let it go. Ha. Breathe in and use the ha. Ha. Feel your body. Just let go one time. Ha. So you're coiling up and letting go of that spring. Ha. Ha. Let that let go become more pronounced. Just drop that ha one time. Don't control it. Ha. Ha. Just let the hands fall, let the shoulders fall. Ha. 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 Okay. And then slow it down. Take a nice deep breath in and let everything go. Ha. Okay, moving to the spine, next to her for the spine. We'll start off by holding the ball, fold the arms, and separate the hands and keep them right in the center. Relax the wrist. So one arm is reaching up into heaven, one arm is reaching down into the earth. And slowly feel the shoulder blades expanding, stretching, and let it stretch and pull the whole spine. And as you feel the rib cage stretching, resist that temptation to raise the breath. You have to really consciously breathe from the lower belly. Make sure the chin drops down to keep the spine aligned, better aligned. And this is where Sung becomes really important because you're stretching, but you have to Sung the joints. Relax the joints so they can expand. Sung the muscles so they can stretch a little bit more. Take a deep breath and expand. And ha. Stretching the fingertips. Or imagine something else stretching the fingertips and directing the movement for you. Same thing on the other side. Slowly expand from the shoulders, the shoulder blades. Okay, not the shoulder joint, but the shoulder blade. Force the breath, force the breathing down into the lower abdomen. Slowly keep stretching. As you stretch, you have to relax the shoulders so the shoulder joint falls into place. As you stretch, you have to relax every joint of the spine. You have to relax the muscles on the side of the spine. Imagine you're relaxing the nerves, the spinal column. So, the nerve can stretch and expand. Take a deep breath and expand. And slowly let go when you're ready. Try to pass right in front of the heart to remind you the importance of the heart. Breathing in, continuous movement now. Just taking your time to the transition of breath. Let all the air escape. Try to keep the palms right in the center of the body. And then we're going to move to our spirals. So the upper palm turns and drop the elbow and pull the spine towards the lower side. Wash the outside of the hand. Lift and fall. Line them right up. Breathing in and exhale. Expanding and coiling. Let the head and waist turn. Let the palms turn and feel the fingertips really stretching the palm open. Make the palms nice and big. Drop the shoulder, breathe in. Slowly feel how that lower hand starts wrapping and winding around the arm as it rises. Just drop that elbow down. Feel how the body wants to continuously turn and spiral. Last one. Last one this side and then last one to the other side. The palm lightly pressing against something, the center of the palm. Come back to center. This time in front of the heart, lift the sternum. Relax the shoulders. Do 3 open and close. Smiling from the heart. Charging it up, the sun in the sky. Yeah, this Qigong is for the heart and lung. Focus is on the heart and lung. Roll the ball. Keep the sternum up. Breathe in and turn and let the palms gently spin against each other as you turn. Pulling the shoulder blades open. Remember to use the ha when you exhale. Let everything go. It can be really sudden or gentle. But learn to just let everything go. Try to roll. Hold that ball right at the same level as your heart and your lungs. You could imagine that you're holding that little sun in your chest. Last time each side. Feel the spine pull and release. Come back to center, solar plex. Lift the sternum, drop the shoulders 3 times today. Think way in front of you as you do the solar plex. Stare way out to the mountaintop. Project yourself. Palms out when you're done. Lift the sternum. Just tilt the sternum up. Easiest way to correct your posture, just tilt the sternum up. Feel all the tension rolling down from the top of your head, through your neck, your shoulders, your arms, your elbows, the forearm, wrist, palm, and fingertips. Press one leg into the earth to release the other leg so you can pick up the knee and bring it back. And sink that leg down. Feel the whole ground, the heel to the toes, and then you can bring the other one back. Press both feet and release. Let everything go. Take a few breaths to relax before we move to the lower body, to the hips. Let all the tension in your legs go so they're just resting on the ground. Right? No intent to sink into the earth, no intent to pull them up. Just resting. Just start thinking about your palms and your shoulder blades. And slowly pull the chi up from the ground. You're drawing and pulling it up. You can feel that connection, right? That you're pulling something out, that elasticity. Drop your shoulders, elbows, wrist, palms, and gently guide it back down with the bottom of your palms. And then let it go. Relax. And think of the top of your hands, the back of your hands. Back of the hands being pulled up by something else. So the bottom of the palms relax, so the top of the hands are being pulled up. And then the top of the hands being pressed down. Oh, better. Right? Bottom of the hands being pushed up, like something pushing the bottom of your hands up. And just move out of the way. And bottom of the hands being sucked down. Like a suction pulling the hands down. Yeah, try that last one again. Bottom of the hands being pushed up. And then bottom of the hands being sucked down by a vacuum. Yeah, just one time. Okay, press both feet into the earth. Make sure you feel from the heel, through the bottom of your feet, through the toes, pressing into the earth. And the very bottom needs to relax. Then press one side, left or right. Feel the other leg releasing. And then sink into the hip joint and feel the heel release. And then pull that leg up. Slowly. Use your palms to help you. Pick up the leg, send it forward, sink it down, transfer. Remember, as you transfer, you have to let go of the tension in the shoulder joints and the hip joints. Press and let go, and then you can pick up the front leg, draw it back in with the palms, guide it back down. Feel how the hip joints and the shoulder joints have to let go. Right here, they have to let go, and then you can release. You pick up the knee as high as you comfortably can without using the upper body. And listen to your body. Right? What muscles are activating? What muscles have to release? Are you hunching? Are you trying to use your shoulder to pick up the legs? Can you feel the palms and the hands helping the leg to pick up, drawing the leg up, guiding it back in, setting it down, and displacing the other foot? Take your time, let those muscles, give those muscles a chance to develop. Come back to the center, holding the ball. Okay, second movement for the hips, just drop one knee to the side and pull the spine the opposite way, and palms sliding against the wall straight to the front while the waist turns. So pull the spine, breathing in during this movement and then letting go. Ha. And the other side, drop the knee, pull the spine, and pull the fingertips straight out, allowing the hips to open up. Take a small step to open up the hips a little bit more if you can. Ha. Use the ha. Pull the spine, pull the fingertips out. Take a bigger step if you can. Drop the shoulders. Drop the legs to the back if you can, only if it's comfortable. Not all the way yet. And then if you're comfortable, then you can reach your leg all the way back. Remember, only do what's comfortable, what's safe. Okay, and then shorten the movements again as we come back to center. Okay, so you can't tell by the last movement, but it's actually for the hips. And we're loosening up the hip joints, warming up the hip joints. Okay, come back to center. Come back lower. Think deep into the body, about 3 inches below the belly button, in the center of the body, 3 times this morning. Think of calmness, stability, water. Think of your kidneys settling down. And then moving to the knees, hands on the side. And of course, you can see the other movement. We're actually warming up the knees already. We start up with the fist. Press one leg, left or right, doesn't matter, into the ground, and then sink into that hip joint. So the other leg, the heel releases, and then rising up, rubbing against the rib cage. Heel first. Fist right in the center, gently pushing and pressing the knee down, and then wind the leg back up. And bring it back in and let it down. Transition. You have to let go of the hip joint before you can pick up the other leg. So heel and then knee press. Wind that up. Feel the head still pulling and supporting you from above. Now open the palms. Heel and then pump the foot this time. Stretch the fingers, stretch all the joints. Lift. Tuck the elbows so the forearm can stimulate and rub against the rib cage. Liver and gallbladder on your right. Stomach and spleen on the left. Okay, and this time add the turn of the waist. Pull the spine, extend, lift. And avoid hunching when you do that. And keep the body supported from above. Do one more time. Each side, just go at your own pace. Joining the movements together. Taking your time. Take a nice deep breath. And then pick up the ball, sink into one leg, pick up one knee, left or right. Just holding that little soap bubble, go 45 and heel and toe. Drop the shoulders, sink into the hip joint of the standing leg. Keep the sternum up and slowly flexing and stretching. Okay, come back to center and switch to the other side. Press that leg down first, release the hip joints and the shoulder joints, and then you can transition. Standing foot, see if you can feel the whole foot, the whole bottom of the foot sinking and pressing into the earth. But the very bottom of the foot is relaxed. Okay, and switch when you're ready, small toe, big toe. Switch when you're ready. And you relax, and then pull the heels up. And relax the toes and pull the heels up. Stretch the bottom of the feet. Right? Don't grab the chair. Top of the head suspended. Right? The core has to be relaxed when we do this. Yeah. The joints have to be open. Just stretch the bottom of the feet. If it starts to cramp, just shake them out. And then try to relax the head. Look at your whole posture. Right? Eyes looking straight ahead. Top of the head suspended. Palms open and stretched. Arms hanging straight down. Still sinking the air down to your lower Tan Tian. Okay, gently pounding the legs. Okay, so just a reminder about the lessons, right? So the lesson number 1 is breathe. And the first mechanic of breathing is to inhale, right? Just like the baby, like the new baby, right? So, then the second lesson is let go. And so the idea of Sung starts to come in. Let go, right? Unblock, all of that. And then use the ha to open your throat. So that allows us to open the throat. And when you have time, take some time. What we do is put one hand on the sternum or the chest, the other hand pressing into the Tan Tian, right? So sometimes people would just say, put your hands here, just so you can feel. And if I rest my hand like this, I can feel my collarbone, right? So if I'm breathing like this, I can feel like, oh my, that's right. Everything's going up and down. So become aware. But in the process of learning, right, we tend to make the movements large. So the bottom hand, I would use my fingers and at least 3 fingers below the belly button and push into the diaphragm. So as I'm breathing, I want the lower hand to move and I want the upper hand to be still. And then I'll exhale and then I'll pull this point in towards my spine and then let go. And just let it go. And I don't need to right away go into that next cycle. If I need to, just take a regular breath, reset, and then so pressing deep down here, I want to push my finger out, right, when I'm inhaling as my diaphragm presses down and the belly expands. And as I exhale, I want to feel this sinking in, right, and relax. And when I let go, and then to finish the breath, squeeze that all the way in and imagine getting all that extra air out and then let go and right? Have that gasp. So that natural breathing. And the other part of that training is look at yourself in the mirror, right? So while you're doing it, paying attention, are you breathing from the diaphragm, the lower belly, right? Abdominal breathing. Are you relaxing here? You can look in the mirror, check your posture, and you'll see your shoulders going up and down, and you see the movement. So you do these things to help make you very aware of what you're doing, right? And then you can close your eyes, do the breathing, then open your eyes and check, right? And then listen. And then you start to feel and recognize when you start using your upper body. At the point when you start moving and doing this and it becomes uncomfortable for you, then you know you're learning and your development is turning the corner. All of a sudden it's changing what's comfortable, right? But it just takes time. And just the process of doing it is good. It's good for you. Okay. All right, reset. Notice when I reset, I'm always jiggling and wiggling my body around. making making sure everything is unlocked and moving. So open the throat. Let everything go. Right? So extend the legs and then slowly walk them back to reset them. The toes should just be lifted off the ground, and so you can just, doesn't take much effort to press the toes down. And then relax the hips and start expanding. And imagine the legs sinking and pressing into the earth. And think of all the muscles expanding down into the earth. And then slowly lifting the spine, dropping the chin, and being suspended from above. But not carrying like this, just the center, and drop the hands down. Inhale, and then let it out. So the first lessons. And then you can gather. Flow the energy down the center of your body, guiding it with your hands, letting go until you feel that you're ready to lift the sternum and connect your whole body. Right here, breathe in again, and then and one more time, gathering. Drop the shoulders first. Direct with your fingertips down the center of your body. Connecting yourself with that sun in the sky. Flushing, moving the chi. Connecting from heaven to earth. Breathe in. And then begin again. So if we were standing when we do that extra breath, I would tell you to rise and press the knees back. Slowly let everything go, guiding it down through the body. Breathe in. Breathe normally. Open the palms. Slowly start to hold that soap bubble between both palms. Constantly checking and reviewing. Are you relaxed? Are the shoulders down? Are you opening the throat? Are you relaxing all the face muscles but smiling from the heart? And then when you're ready, commencement, picking up the ball as you breathe in, feeling the fingertips being pulled out when you're ready. And go at your own pace, your own speed. Bring it to your heart, settling it down, rolling it out. Imagine holding on to that soap bubble or that paper ball the entire time. Come inside of your body. Let the inside of your forearms rub against the rib cage. Then expand and relax. Come back to the heart. Lift the sternum. One open and close. Heart, lung, Qigong. Single whip. Turn to your right first. Think of your spine and pull the spine and pull the hands out. Breathing in and then follow the right hand. Follow the left hand. Right hand drops and transition. The shoulders down and pull the spine 45 and let go. Pull the spine to coil. Let go. So practice looking at the fingertips first, and then one finger, and then the horizon. Do one more time. Last time, make sure you're staring way out at the horizon or the mountaintop, scanning with your eyes. Come back to center. Hold the ball. Lift the sternum. And then repeat on the left side. Relax and then pull the spine to the left, coiling to the left. Pull the hands out, rising. And release. Opening the palms. Letting go of the left hand. pull the spine. Pull the spine, coil. Pull the spine. Release. Pull the spine. Come back to center. Come all the way to the left, 45. And as you release back to center. Heart and lung. Lift the sternum. Sinking the breath down. Brushing the knee. Hear the right ear first. Pull the spine. Slide the hand straight up. Breathing in and pull the fingers forward and release. Lift the sternum. Pull the spine to the left. Roll the hands to the center. And then pull the spine to the right. Left hand extending out. Right hand by the elbow. Right here is Hu Pipa. Play the Pipa, and as you release, cradle the ball. Then parry right. Let the left hand wash through and parry left. Let the palms washing the arms. Cover as you release. Under the left hand, wrist over wrist, and then pull the spine and slowly start making the fists. Drop the shoulders and rising the fist, and then pull the spine until the left fist tucks just by the rib cage here, and the right fist and arm extend, rising up, so it rises up towards the neck, just below the chin, or just catching the chin from the bottom. And then release, come back to center, and then rolling back. Let the spine oscillate back and forth. Gather, compress, and then lift the sternum while you exhale. Double palms pushing the mountain. And then drawing back to the heart and lung, expansion. And then the left side, pull the spine and slide the left hand straight up, breathing in and forward, and exhale. Lift the sternum. Keep on turning to the right while the hands roll down to the center. Washing through the forearm. Pull the spine right here, Hu Pipa, and then the left hand scoops underneath and pull the spine, and then parry left and then parry right. Breathe in and every time you exhale, just let it go. Cover, breathe in, flip the hand over. Pull the spine, breathe in, starting to make a fist, and slowly squeezing the fist. Squeezing, squeezing, squeezing. Rolling back. Let the spine spiral. Let that frequency come out, that vibration come out. Compress. Lift the sternum. Release the wrist. Pull the chi back to the heart. Remember, heart is number one. Smiling, connecting to sun in the sky. Left side. Pull the spine to the right. Brush the knee. Lift the sternum. Leisurely tying the coat. Release. Pull the spine to the left. Right hand circles in and then to the face. And release. Pull the spine to the left. Breathing in. Right at the bottom, release. Palm turns. And as you rise, pull the spine to the left, breathing in and tuck the elbows. And then and then pull the spine to the left again as you come out. And as you release, big spiral. Double palm right from the heart. Lift the sternum and hold the ball. And fist under elbow. So pull the spine to the right. Hands come out. and release. But drop the right hand, almost like single whip, but drop the right hand. Just when you square, then pull the spine. So you have tight spiral, tight turn. And as you release, the bottom hand holds the fist, and both elbows drop. And then you have to pull the spine to the right to line up the elbow over the fist, right in the center. Breathe in. Squeeze the lower fist. Turn the body, let the fist rise, coming out towards the belly button. And as you hit 45, release. Drop the shoulders and elbows. Repulse monkey right. Brush the left knee. Lift the sternum. Keep on turning. Keep on turning to the left. Repulse monkey left. Fingertips. Tap. And then palm. Lift the sternum. Repulse monkey right. Sinking, coiling. Leisurely time the quote, turn a little bit more to the left, and then release. Left hand comes in, and then and then pull the spine to the right while it wipes down. And as you come to the belly button, palm turns up. And then pull the spine to the right as you rise, tucking the elbows, and then release. And then pull the spine to the right as you expand out, and then big spiral to the left. Lift the sternum, double palm, one heart, lung, Qigong. And then repeat that whole last section on the left side. Turn, almost like single whip, starting like single whip and come out, but drop the left hand. And then tight spiral of the spine. The left hand spirals, release, Bottom hand grabs a fist, elbows drop, and then pull the spine to the left until everything lines up. And then the left fist surges forward and then opens, and then repulse monkey left. Breathing in, pull the spine, lift the sternum, brush the knee. Keep on turning. Repulse monkey right. Fingertip and then heel of palm. Lift the sternum. Repulse monkey left. Pull the spine. And then release. Right hand comes in. Pull the spine left. And as you release, pull the spine left. Come to the belly button. And as you release, palm turns up. Pull the spine left while your palms rising right under the chin. And then and then pull the spine again while you expand outwards. Big spiral. Right over the tailbone. Double palm. Heart, lung, Qigong. And then closing. Breathing in, gently lifting the sternum. Pushing from the shoulder blades. Feel everything get full just as you're about to reach the knees. And you press it just a little bit more. And then slowly start letting that go. Whole body connected. So everything starts coming down, releasing from the entire body. Press the right foot into the earth. Sink into the hip joint so the left heel releases. Pick it up while the head's suspended. Press it down. Sink into the hip joint so the right heel is released. Pick the knee up as high as you comfortably can. Bring it back. Press both together. Even in the chair, bring your feet together. The ankles gently touching, the knees gently touching. Imagine as you touch the knees, that energy flows up from the bottom of your feet, rising on the inside of your leg, up through the kidneys, stimulating the kidneys. As you gently press your knees together, imagine from the tailbone, the tip of the tailbone, an energy spiraling upwards in your spine, up to the top of your head. Take a deep breath in. Let go 3 times gathering to end. And you want to restore and remove any blockage, restore the chi. One of the purposes of doing the form long enough, doing the Taichi form long enough, is to make sure that we flush chi through all the meridians, all the organs, all the systems in the body. So if you do the short form, you should do the short form multiple times, just taking your time. Breathe in, pull the heels up, stretch the toes, and let go. You try that last breath again. Okay, and everything sink. So in the standing shows that I forgot to bring that in. Right? So the first lesson, breathe in, and then let it go. Right? And then rising, then we can start gathering. You come up here, press the knees back, the heels lift a little, and then you have that sink. And then as you're coming down, connect, and then breathe in, push the knees back, and then and right there, just and that's your perfect, right? That's your perfect unlock right there, especially for the sunset. So the sunset, the standing, the feet would be out, would be unlock the joints. So learn to just let go. And same thing, we have to practice. And when I see this with everybody, I'm sure I went through the same thing. When they say let go, I probably went and then I tried to direct letting everything go, which means I'm not letting go, right? I'm controlling. I'm not willing to give up control of every muscle of my body. It just has to be so you feel that thud, right? And then you get to the point where maybe over here, right, you start letting go, but the upper body you're still holding on, so it looks like you're holding on to that. So you watch yourself in the mirror. Are the hands out here? Are you holding the hands up, or are the hands truly dropped and just hanging straight down? And you notice my hands are in the front. They're actually on the corner, right? The 45. They're not on the side. To stand on the side like a soldier, you have to pull the hands and you pull the shoulders back. Right? And that's good for posture and stretching, but that's not natural. Right? That's not relaxed. So we do it to stretch and then relax. The important part of your body that we're pulling straight up is the spine, so inside. And then the shoulders have to rest. The rib cage has to rest, right? The vertebrae has to rest one on top of each other. Right? So if we pull the shoulders up, that's not natural. If we pull the shoulders back, that's not natural stance. Right? Those are stretching stances. Right? We do this, that's stretching over here to help relieve the psoas muscle. Yeah. So before we end the first part, I want to advocate this YouTube channel. It's called Precision Movement, and no, just my own little endorsement. Right, I'm not getting anything for it, and I'm sure there's a lot of great channels like it. But what I like about Precision Movement is the guy who runs it is a physical therapist, and one of the things that I appreciate is that you're not looking at somebody who's massively into bodybuilding. You look at his body and it's a normal, well-kept body, right? So he's not going to be yelling at you and big muscles. And it's not about building big, bulky, heavy weightlifting strength. It's about correcting. And his videos are very well done. He shows you the anatomy and he talks through the exercises, explaining what common exercises are and what people will say they're for and what people do, but what they're really doing. So he'll show you simple exercises. They don't take a lot of equipment. That's the other thing I like about it. It's correction and therapy. And there's a lot on his site about your muscles aren't tight, they're weak. So stop stretching for the correction, you need to strengthen the muscles, and it's not big weightlifting. It's just simple, easy therapeutic stretching. So it's called precision movement. Precision movement. It's on YouTube. Yeah, and then you'll see things about psoas. He's got a good one for psoas also, and you'll see that theme of the psoas coming out and the hips. Yeah, from there. You can look at these short videos on Facebook and YouTube and Instagram of these guys who've been training and they're fully flexible, and they'll say, "Do this exercise." I mean, they show you somebody who's fully flexible, extreme range of motions, and they've been doing it for years, right? That's not us. We need somebody to show us how to start, and then we can get to that. But those people, they show short videos, right? They're not teaching videos. So, precision movement. Okay. All right. So again, first thing is inhale, and then let it go. Make the body nice and light, smiling. Feel that sun in your body glowing. Rest your hands on your lap. Gently closing your eyes. Inner smile. You don't have to create that physical smile. Let all the muscles in your face go, so you have that no expression feeling of your face, but smiling from your heart. Calm your breathing down. Any distractions, acknowledge it, and bring yourself back to the meditation. You're slowly opening your eyes, rubbing your hands together, warming them up. Make sure your fingers go in and out of each other. Warm up your eyes. And slowly massaging your scalp front to back. Just your fingertips first. Just the pads of your fingers. Okay, and then tapping. Make sure you tap the back of your neck, the two sides along the spine of your neck. And then unroll your ears. Just slowly unroll and pull your ears. Starting from the top and working your way down. Okay, and just the fingertips, just like massaging. Just let all the tension in your face go. And just drop those muscles. You can do the jaw, the temple. You can scrape that muscle down. Just squeegee along the jawline, fingertips of the knuckles, all the way down. So you squeeze it out. And then from the top of your head, right, the center outside, rub the temple, and then just squeeze it back. And then the center of your forehead, rub your temple, and then squeeze it back. And just above your eyebrows. If you have headaches or treating someone with headaches, it's a nice forehead massage. And you just do it multiple times. And on the side, from the temple, you can feel that ridge line on the side of your head. And just imagine like you're just squeezing the tension out and shake it out from there. Okay, cupping. Do 3 times today. I'm stuck on 3 today. When you do this, try to make your wrists nice and loose, relax slapping. Yeah. When you do, yeah, and don't be like her and wear big rings. When you whack yourself, you're whacking yourself with big objects. Yeah. Oh, I'm looking at my feet, and I can see the lighting showing that my left foot is swollen. Thinking, oh, how come it's a little swollen? And then I realized I'm suffering from a little bit of knee pain, so I think I strained my knee, and I'm like, oh, I think I've got a little swelling on that side. Yeah, I'm looking at it, and the skin looks a little huge, a little tighter, and it's not, makes it look nice, but it shouldn't look that nice. It's swollen. Yeah, mistaking nice looking feet for injury, internal injury. Right hand, left hand. Okay. Yeah, so that site is called Precision Movement, and it's on YouTube. Precision Movement. He's a physical therapist. Very good videos. Very good videos, especially the psoas videos and such. Yeah. And you can look at my videos too. No, but the Precision Movement, that's what I'm starting to share with my clients. They're just they're very well done. They're very intelligent. I like how he put them together. I like that he shows you all the anatomy. So he's trying to show you what muscles you're attending to. And he talks about the common exercises and stretches that people do, but really they're not working. They're not isolating what you really want to do. And yeah, not a lot of equipment. That's the type of things you want. Not a lot of equipment. Yeah. All right. Okay, we'll take a short break. And then talk story you want. Good to see everybody.